What is going on, everybody? Fluxo here, and I'm known for my in-depth building designs on Satisfactory, but today I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to bring you guys a beginner's tutorial for Foundry. Once loaded in, you'll find yourself landing on a moon full of resources for you to mine and develop your production further. But first, let's start off with the basics. By running up to and left-clicking the drop pod door, you can access your character customization. Here you can change your character and mining drill colour by selecting each one on the left hand side and then choosing the preferred colour. Once you have your preferred colour selected, click apply to save the changes. The first thing you're going to want to do is scan the area for ore. To equip your scanner, first access your bag by pressing B. From there, locate and drag your ore scanner into your toolbar at the bottom of your screen. Once you have the scanner in hand, use left click to scan the area for potential resource nodes. The scanner will send out a shockwave across the map and then alert you when it picks up a resource node. At the start of the game, you will need to manually mine both Xenoferrite ore rubble and Technum ore rubble. You can do this by equipping your mining drill and then holding left click to mine the ore. Once the rock is broken, you can see that the ore has been received in the inventory. After you've mined a decent amount of both ores, head back to the landing location to smelt the ore into both Xeno plates and Technum rods. You can do this by approaching the ore smelters on the rear side of the drop pod. Click the insert button on both the Xeno and the Technum smelting screens. Once your ore has finished smelting, click the take button on both screens to pull your plates and your rods into your inventory. To start your crafting, first access your crafting menu by pressing C. In here you will see that you have multiple crafting options as well as tabs across the top. First we want to start automating our mining and smelting process, so we're going to need foundations. You can start creating foundations by left clicking the building blocks and crafting them. From there we're going to need to craft biomass burners and some drone miners. Once selected, you can leave these to craft while you go and collect biomass. You can collect biomass by using the mining drill on the trees and plants in the area. Like ore, the biomass will be received in your inventory once the tree or plant is destroyed. I suggest collecting a healthy amount of this, as you will need a fair amount to keep your factory running before you automate power. Before we do anything, we need to drag our items we want to use into our toolbar. Press tab to find a new toolbar and then begin to drag your building block foundations, drone miners and biomass burners into that toolbar. To set up your drone miners, you first need to lay the building block foundation for the drone miners to be placed upon. As the drone miners have a range of 6, I like to build the miners as close to the ore as possible. I start this by building a perimeter of the build blocks around the resource node itself. From there I find the center of the box and create my platform for the drone miners to be placed. Ensure you leave excess space for the drones to pass from the miners to the ore. With the platform now in place, it's time to add our drone miners. Once selected, you can rotate the miners to the correct position by pressing R before placing them down. Last but not least, we need to connect the biomass burners to the miners. Ensure that you place the burner on the foundation blocks connected to the machines that you want to power. Adding your biomass that you collected from the surrounding trees before, and before you know it, you will start collecting ore with your drone miners. Next up, we want to start automating our plates and rods. We can do this by using smelters. First, go to your craft menu and start crafting some smelters. Next, use building blocks to build a platform for your machines. Now your crafting is finished, lay your smelters orderly, ready to be fed by the drone miners. Next, you will need to craft yourself some conveyor loaders, some conveyor belts, and if needed, some conveyor slopes. Once they have finished crafting, drag them into your toolbar. Next, start by attaching your conveyor loaders onto your miners and smelters. Make sure that the loaders are set to output for the miners and input for the smelters. From there, simply run your conveyor belt through them and start outputting your ore from the miners. In this case, I will need to use a conveyor slope to bring the ore down to the smelters. You can set which direction you want the slope by holding right click and then choosing up or down from the options menu. Lastly, feed your conveyor belt into your conveyor loaders on your smelter and it will instantly start smelting your ore into Xeno plates. Follow the same process with your Technum ore to start automating your rods. You are now at the stage where you will need to start researching. To start this, open your craft menu and craft yourself a research server. Once crafted, drag it into your toolbar and then place the server in your desired location. You need science packs to research. These can be automated as you go further into the game, but for now just handcraft them in your crafting menu. Once you have crafted a fair amount of science packs, you can now use them in the research server. From there, you can now choose to start researching and advance further into the game. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully you're now well on your way researching through Science Pack 1. If you did find this video helpful, let me know via the likes, the comments, and even consider subscribing to the Foundry YouTube channel to be notified on all things Foundry moving forward, including some more of these tutorial videos by yours truly. Have fun building, and I'll catch you all in the next one.